My name is Stephen Cohun. I am the marketing director at the Clear Automotive Group. I've been in the business for about 20 years now. Before this role, I worked for Honda's advertising agency, RPA, Ruben Poster, and I was there for close to 10 years, and now I've been with the Clear Automotive Group for 13 years. You know, we were with our previous CRM company for close to 10 years. And they just really weren't growing along with our business. They were a very task-based CRM, and we just felt there was more that we needed to do to provide a better customer experience. So when we transitioned over to DriveCentric, it was definitely elevated our response, our communication, but it also, helped increase sales across the board. We went to a digital dealer event, and we did some research after, hearing, about the company. So we did a lot of research. We interviewed probably 2 or 3 different companies, and it was really an easy decision based on the technology that DriveCentric brought to the table. I think that AI piece definitely helped us create a better follow-up system. We have a centralized BDC, so we handle all of the leads, all of the phone calls into one, centralized BDC for 3 dealerships. And that gave the BDC consultants the ability to really focus on people that were engaging with us. And we kind of separated the long-term follow-up or any follow-up, based on people that weren't engaged with us. So we kind of parsed that to the AI system. And now on the sales side of things, it really helped the salespeople communicate better. They would type out an email, or they would have different, conversation pieces that they wanted to share with the customer. But the AI piece of DriveCentric really helped them communicate and kind of balance their day between, waiting on customers during the day and then also following up with previous customers. We definitely work, on a daily basis along with AI, and that's what we always say, is that from the beginning we worked alongside the AI system. It wasn't like it was 2 separate communication paths. So we very quickly picked up how we had to communicate to the customer, because we knew in the background that AI was going to actually fold into the conversation. So that took some adjustment, but it really wasn't that difficult. So for the BDC team consultants, they realized that AI portion was going to help, ease their day, so they could really focus on the people that were engaged, at the moment. It did. It changed it dramatically. It really did. And again, I go back to the, communication with the customer. So that improved dramatically. But then also the pace, right? The pace of communication improved as well, right? Previously, everything was task-based. So you had a task for day 1, day 2. You had certain follow-ups depending on after the sale or if the customer didn't buy from you. And again, everything was task-based. Where this flow is completely different. So you're really looking at the moment, you're reading that customer record, and you're responding with specific items, that really matches the customer and where they are in the whole process. We're constantly, reviewing that and updating it. And it's a very difficult change, right? Because you're so accustomed to your previous CRM company. It's an easy path to develop those tasks. But I think once you really determine that you want to reach the customer where they are in the process, makes that decision to switch over to DriveCentric a lot easier. It really improves the communication, but it also improves the way your BDC consultants or your sales consultants, work throughout their day. You could be a slow or a low volume dealership, or you could be a large dealer group. And I think DriveCentric fits into either of those, opportunities. I think, I think the biggest separation that we saw with our previous CRM company to now, being with DriveCentric for almost, 2 to 3 years now, is that support level. So, we have Pod 7 that we've been working with, and they have done an amazing job not only responding to, my needs as a marketing director, but also we have salespeople that reach out, to support with some of their issues that they're seeing on a daily basis. And there are lots of times that communication works really well and there's an easy fix. A lot of times it's user error, so it's something we're doing or not doing on our end. And with that support that DriveCentric's supplies, it's very informative for us, and it works very well, like I said, with both the BDC consultants and the sales consultants. I think, one of the decisions to move away from our previous CRM company was that we needed a company to help us grow, and we were looking for a company to grow alongside with us. We know that the entire customer process has changed. We talk a lot about the purchase funnel, and it's really not a funnel anymore. That person could be doing research for months. So now, how do we incorporate a strong follow-up process, right? Moving away from the task-based follow-up, now with AutoGenius. There's so many aspects of that, is that helps us, develop and process, a better customer experience all along. And I feel that DriveCentric, since day one, has not only supported us as a dealer group, a small dealer group, but they have also grown with us too. So some of the advancements they made, especially with AI and incorporating AI, has been tremendous for our business.